Right, so what's going on, guys? It's Box here. Welcome back to another week vlog. This week there's going to be another focus on Tantiss, but with a nice addition. As I have got my hands on this. This might just look like an annoyance, and in most contexts it is annoying. But this is actually very useful for me now, as I can pull it out. And it is quite easy to pull out, and from there's a clear area down there for it to go. From there, if I wanted to, just unhook that, get my chair over here. So I've got my chair, I've got this desk, this thing. Then whilst I'm building, I can now reset up the mock pretty much and have it so the builds that I'm doing is here. I have some of the parts that I need out. I can then, if I need it, open this drawer, have that drawer open to access the pieces in there, and then have here with an extra drawer that I can pull out so I can pack away. Or like, if I wanted to put earth colours here, earth colours all there, packed away. As easy as that. I've got sets in these that I will need to organise. This for me is a test. So I'm going to keep this for a month or two. And then if I use this a lot, or if it just gets in the way, this I think is going to be especially good for organising and when I'm breaking down Tantiss, as the better I get at building, the more different pieces I use. So being able to have every box out of the individual piece, so I can just go, yeah, that's that piece, that needs to go in profile bricks straight away, instead of just dumping it all and then resorting it when I need it, which makes it so much easier. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting to use this week. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. As it just gives more dynamism to the build, and to what I can do, which is something that I really like. It's even now I will be able to move this onto here, which will hold it, open the door all the way, wheel this out the door, and then from there carry it down the stairs. So it just removes a bit of the problem area. I'll just need someone to slide it out the way once it's lifted up. But it just makes it easier. But what I mean about this being test is I'm going to keep this for a couple months. If I use it a lot, then because unfortunately it doesn't perfectly fit. It fits underneath some levels of base plate, not all, but yeah, so it just doesn't fit under a base plate. It's about the same height as the table. And what that table height allows me to do is make it easy to transport stuff, but it means I can't slide this away, as my aim would be to slide this under there and clear out all of that crap, which would be lovely. So I want to be able to buy something like this that I can pull out, and have boxes of parts organised and all of that ready, but equally have a build on the table. And even if I've got a build on the table, then I can be like, actually, no, I want to do a mock challenge, or just a build for fun. Then I've got the space here that I can be like, yeah, I've got all my boxes. I can be building up here, slide that away when I don't need it, and it just gives so much more adaptability to what I want to do, and what I just feel like doing, which is really, really nice. But enough about the new table that I'm very, very excited to use, if you can't tell. But I'm sure you can. As the attention now needs to fall to this. As after this, the week that you will see is the convention week vlog. But I don't know how I'm going to do that. I might do a convention video in a separate video, on its own, as like its own convention vlog. But we shall see. But I'm really enjoying this build. I've still got quite a few more pieces left, but depending on how high we get, I might need to make an emergency order whilst I'm away. And then the last day before the convention is when everything will hopefully drop into place. But the day before, I will still need to do like all of the plant pieces and everything for all the front, and rebuild the trees and everything like that. So yeah, I'm just going to get to building, and I'll catch you guys in a sec. Right, so I've been doing a little bit of building, and I've now got this to me what looks like about the right height. So this, I've still got enough pieces to take it up 1 or 2 more layers, but what I need to do is I need to take this section out now and blend it. So I'm also going to need to put some of the backboard ones on, and have a look and see how I can do that and what I can do with it. But that's where this table is going to come in handy, as I'm literally just going to move all of this stuff onto here and slide it out. And then I've literally just got it and I can wheel it across. But first what I need to do, and I'm going to time lapse all of this from you guys up there. First what I need to do is put this module onto here. So obviously move the 2 boxes, put this module, and then organise that mess pile at the back, as well as move these things, put these base plates away. These will be used in this video, as I also want to review my clone army in this video and see how many I have. So yeah, that's the plan, and we're just gonna see how tall this is and if I can just plate this off. And then all I will need to do is get this to the right height, and then I'm sorted. Which is weird, actually, how quickly this can come on. But I'm very happy that it's nearly done. Because obviously, at this point of filming, the convention is in just over a week. I'm also going to complete something that I never actually completed on the original build, using this piece here, this 2x2 curved slope. As the original convention, I never filled in that gap. So let me just take it out of that little build, and then now that module is completely done. Which I should have noticed long before the convention. I can't lie, but I never did. And I only realised it on the day. But yeah, I'm going to move this and then see where we get to. So, as you saw there, I've moved it and I organised all of those parts. That's where the rest of it's being stored at the moment. That's why it hasn't been in view, because it's literally just tucked in this corner. But I thought I was about there. I was about 3 bricks off, or 4 bricks exactly off. Which, if I take the 1x3, or the 3 tool brick I have, almost lines up perfectly with the top of these. So that is the minimum height that I can have them. Which works, because obviously that's how tall they are now. I've also got these, if I can. I will go all the way up here and then a little bit less, a little bit less, a little bit less. And just see how high I can get. But that is the extent of my light bluish grey collection. I have a plan though. Well, that's what's left. But my plan is, because obviously this wall on the top does not need to be, 4 bricks tall? So I'm just going to remove the top 2 layers to start with, but possibly the top 3, and then have this slope here to come down to be the correct layer. And that will literally just mean that I get all of these bricks, which should take me up to the needed height. And I'll just get to put all of them back in the build, which is really, really nice. And it's weird seeing this all coming together now. And I'm getting really excited to seeing, because I haven't seen the full build done since the convention. So I'm getting really excited to set it. Hopefully today I will get to set it up as big as it will be. And then without minifigs see it in its near final form. So I'm very excited. But I'm just going to quickly take care of that. And I'll catch you guys in a sec. Right, so I've now built this up to the correct height and plated it all off. And I've realised that I can't use the slopes that I was going to put on the end because there's not enough space. I planned it when there was 8 studs here, but now there's only 6. So when there was 8, I could have another 2 slopes and it gaps the right height. But at the moment, it only goes to there, which is a bit problematic, considering there's still all that space left to go. I don't just want to have a flat bit. So I'm going to need to make a small order and buy these, which won't be a problem, as I'll order them over the weekend. And then they should be here during the week for me to put on Saturday when I get back from being on holiday. But the main thing is I have been well and truly saved, as apart from about 4 of these pieces and 1 of these, all of this came from this module. As this module, all of the 1x plate that you can see was those. And I remember saying to myself that I will swap them out when I finally do, or when I finish the build, and I never did, and I've just spotted another 2 up there, so I'll grab them as well. But I got these out because I want to set the build up today. So I want to actually have it ready and try and finish off as much as possible today. And if not, I will finish it in this video. So we're just going to keep pushing on. I'll tile this bit off, add a white line here, probably a 2 thick white line, just to say careful, big drop. And then this half of the build is virtually done. I will obviously need to finish that. I'm not going to prioritise that at the moment. That's a task I can do whenever. But the big thing is I need to get this finished before I can really move on. I also worked out perfectly, as I had all of these left. This is the only amount of these I had left, and they perfectly fit here. So all I need to do is put 3 dark grey in, and also sort this out here. So I've got, I might actually not continue this line, but I definitely need to do the light or the dark grey. Actually, no, I might just leave it because it doesn't even look that bad like that. But yeah, I want to try and get everything built up again. So I've got these back out, all of my supports and everything. And yeah, I'm going to tile this off and then probably do that. So I have now reset up the mock and made it look obviously much more complete and how I want it to look on the day of the show. I apologise about my voice. I was out partying the night before, so my voice hasn't quite recovered yet. But the plan for today is to finish this. I might end up needing to just put a plate here instead of having it as these pieces, because if I have the chance to buy these, I will. It depends on how much they are and how quickly they're going to come, and things like that. But I will definitely look into that. But now, even though I've got this build fully set up, I am going to move these 3 down to here, stack them up, move this back down this end, and then build here, as it just makes the most sense to build here. I've also been really lazy and tucked away all the things that were on the edge over there down into there. So that is my supreme laziness. But yeah, I want to try and just go as tall as possible. I also need to make sure I address that edge and I put something on that edge, because obviously I can't leave a mock that continues looking like that. So yeah, I've got quite a lot to work on, but I've got hopefully enough pieces to do it. So let's just get going. Right, so I've pretty much done it all. All I need to do, as today's the day that I leave to go away, so all I need to do when I get back is tile this off and fill this gap somehow. As I don't think I'm going to order it, as there's not really any point in spending 5 or 10 quid to order 23 pieces. But yeah, that is going to do it for this week. I hope that you've enjoyed this week vlog. I'm very, very happy with the amount of progress that I managed to get done. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Right, so I know that I said I was ending this video, but then I went away, and I realised that, or when I got back, I realised that I never actually uploaded said video. And it's now a point where if I upload it, I'll need to wait, or I want to wait another week, and then I will be behind by a week, which isn't what I want to do. So I've just decided we're going to combine them. So that's what's happening. But over here, I have finished off this part of the build. So we've got the curve there that comes up. And then I've just put an end cap pretty much on there. I'm going to try and disguise this with different minifigs and take the focus away from that bit, as that is not my finest work, but I don't really mind. And then obviously this is the main point that you want to see the build, where it's not really very visible. But that's besides the point. I also obviously covered up this end because I didn't like the colours you could see. With that said, what I now need to do is get these laid back out here, obviously clear this away, and then do all of the grass work and the plate work before I pack this down, as it's currently Saturday before the convention, and the convention's on Sunday. It's tomorrow. So this is going to be quite a long video. It's already probably about 20 minutes, and we're not even done all the convention vlog stuff yet. So it's going to be a long one, but I am looking forward to it. And then afterwards, I get all of these pieces back, which is going to be so lovely to actually be able to build, which I haven't really felt like I've been able to do since I finished all of this bit way back when. But yeah, I'm going to get to doing that. I got this for my birthday, which is like it's almost like a screen thing. So I put my phone there and it just magnifies the screen. So I'm going to be watching lots more shows whilst I build, which is lovely. So yeah, I'm going to set that up, get these base plates all set out here, do all the grass work, and then go and watch the rugby. So I'm very excited. I'll catch you guys in a sec. Right, so I've done it slightly differently to last time, with how I've set everything out. Instead of having these massive areas like last time, I remember it went all through here was one big area, another was all through here, and then this front bit was really, really nice. I loved how the front looked, but then the back had a lot to be desired. I've since made the back a lot more full, and I've focused more on where there won't be tree coverage, because at the front here there'll be tree coverage, here there'll be tree coverage, in here there will be, and also back there. So I will, I haven't filled it to the top. I'm taking this box as a backup, of just other parts that I can just throw on, to make a little bit denser or fix a little bit if I'm not happy with it, which is going to be a key point. But this now just shows the mock as will be displayed tomorrow in its entirety. So we start here with this canyon almost, or this like just tube, and then we go across. We've obviously got the main hangar, all of the different rooms, and then we go into this here. One of the things I am going to do differently as well this time is all of these rooms, the minifigs are already going to be in there when I get to the convention. So all I will need to do is lay these out and put this top stuff on, which is going to be massive in terms of less workload for me on the day, as I'm going to have about half the time that I use to set up at Bournemouth in September in Exeter, as I need to travel up there the night before. Which means even if I leave at 7 a.m, so that's getting up at 6:30, 6 o'clock to make sure I'm all ready, that means I'm only going to get there for 9. If any traffic, I'll be there at 9:30. So I'm going to need as much time or as little to do when I get there as possible, which is why I've done this. So essentially, I don't have to put the leaves on the trees. I can just have them empty, and just put the trees in, which is a lovely option to have, because I think the trees look quite nice even without the leaves. But obviously, that's an issue I can work out on the day. But I'm gonna go and pack these up in the car, get these all set, and then I'm gonna sort out the minifigs, get them all set out, all the ones I'm taking, and designate where they're all gonna go, and have everything set up so I know what's going on, and what's gonna look good. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. So I've laid out all the minifigs that I'm going to be using. I haven't yet counted them, but this is all the minifigs for the mock, which is obviously quite a few Imperials, and then that's the opposing, because we've obviously got Wrecker and Hunter, and then 3 kids to go in there. So my mission now is I basically need to set up as many of these minifigs as I can on here, and I know most of how I'm going to do it, and then obviously I need to leave a lot for out here. I need to designate a load of troops to come out here, and I also need to designate a load of troops to cover the top bit and also the tunnel. So I'm going to have some different bags and stuff and do it that way. But I'm very, very excited. So I'm just going to do the minifigs, which is one of my favourite parts of every build. So I'll be back. Right, so I've just got back from the convention. All of the build is still just sat there. I'm not going to obviously set it all up because that doesn't need to be set up. This will be its final resting place for most of it, and it will just sort of go over the next few weeks. That's going to be what a lot of the vlogs are about. But we have got a haul. So first I would just like to thank my good friend Fernie Bricks, who I will remember, or I will at least mention, and I will try and remember to link him in the description, because he bought me this for my birthday. So thank you very, very much to him. Kind guy. And then I also found these 2 sets for stonking deals. This is the Droid Tri-Fighter. Both of these will be used in my next mock, which I'm yet to announce. Oh no, I have announced it. My next mock is Yubana. And both of these will be part of it. So I'm very, very excited to get these sets built. So that's Droid Tri-Fighter. This is the Imperial, or not the Imperial, the CIS Droid Shuttle. That's used, but in very, very good condition. Both of them are like that. Both of them are used, but in very good condition. And then, if you give me 1 sec, I got a bit carried away with my 212th purchases, as I have 1 501st Specialist here and 9 212 poly bags. So I have 9 more 212 troopers. But the reason I bought these is because there was a seller there that was doing 4 for or no, £5 each, which is already, I would pay that, or 5 for 20. So these 5 were £4. The next one, annoyingly I didn't see this guy yet, but they told me they put a few more of these in. So and then they said, because you're a builder and we've chatted to you, we'll do £3 each or 4 for 10. So I got this guy to round it up to £1 or to round it up to 10 because I might as well. And then I got another 3. So I was like, 8, that's all right. And then I paid another full 5 for this, which is still a really good deal. So I spent £35 and I got 9 212 troopers and 1 501st specialist, which is a blinking stonking deal. And I'm very, very excited. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up my 212th army and just see how many I have, because I feel like it's going to be quite a few. So I got a little carried away with my setting up of minifigs, and I decided to set up most of the clone troopers that will be used in my next Yabana build. I say most because realistically, the shock troopers I doubt will be used, and instead snipers and jet troopers will be used ahead of them, as well as there'll be more jetpacks and stuff. But this is a bulk of the clone troopers that are going to be used, and you don't know how happy it makes me having 25 212 troopers. You don't understand the happiness that I have looking at this, because I could even just do the build using these guys and the 12 plane, and then have 37, 38 when you put Commander Cody at the front of this base plate, wherever the center is there. So if you put him there, it's too cool. You can't go wrong with this look. I absolutely adore the 212. But now, I'm probably going to end up keeping this base plate out. No, I've got to put it away. I need to put it away. But that is going to do it for this video, for real this time. I do hope that you enjoyed. I'm sorry I couldn't get more footage of the convention. I was very preoccupied. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!